Hello students, in the previous session we have discussed the trigonometric ratios for 180 plus theta, 270 minus theta, 270 plus theta, 360 minus theta and minus theta. Now in this session we will go for the tabular column for all the trigonometric ratios where the angle lies. Either the angle may be lies in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant or fourth quadrant. Depends upon the quadrant. We will see all the trigonometric ratios in one tabular, one graph. So this is a XY plane, a table in which positive x-axis will be always initial ray and the terminal ray moves as it moves in the anti-clockwise direction. So it depends upon the theta. Now this, if it lies in the angle lies in the first quadrant, that is from 0 to 90. The angles between 0 to 90 will lie in the first quadrant, and the angles between 90 to 180 lies in the second quadrant, and 180 the angles lies between if it lies between 180 to 270. Then it lies in the third quadrant, and 270 to 360 degrees means it completes one turn, one revolution. So 360 degrees, if 270 to 360 degrees, the angles lies in the fourth quadrant. Now see, if it is an XY plane, it is the point of intersection is the origin, so it will be first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So with respect to the quadrant, first quadrant, 90 minus theta lies in the first quadrant, and we have seen all the trigonometric ratios for 90 minus theta. In this case, all trigonometric ratios are positive. So what we can have is all trigonometric ratios are positive. In the first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. That is, sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta, cos of 90 minus theta is plus sine theta, tan of 90 minus theta is plus cot theta, cosecant of 90 minus theta is secant theta, secant of 90 minus theta is cosecant theta, cot of 90 minus theta is tan theta. With respect to theta, 90 minus these are the trigonometric ratios of 90 minus theta. Now coming to 90 plus theta. 90 plus theta means, as it is a 90 degrees, then 90 plus theta means it moves to the second quadrant. In second quadrant, let's see what are the trigonometric ratios are positive and which of them are negative. That is, sine of 90 plus theta is cos theta, cos of 90 plus theta is minus sine theta, tan of 90 plus theta is minus cot theta, cosecant of 90 plus theta is secant theta, secant of 90 plus theta is minus cosecant theta, cot of 90 plus theta is minus tan theta. Means in 90 plus theta, only sine and its reciprocal cosecant are positive and the remaining are all negatives. Means similarly for 180 minus theta, 180 minus theta is an angle which lies in the second quadrant. That is, sine of 180 minus theta is sine theta, cos of 180 minus theta is minus cos theta, tan of 180 minus theta is minus tan theta, cosecant of 180 minus theta is plus cosecant theta, secant of 180 minus theta is minus secant theta, cot of 180 minus theta is minus cot theta. Means if you observe these two angles, in this second quadrant, only sine and its cosecant are positive. The remaining all trigonometric ratios are negative. Means only sine and cosecant are positive. The remaining four trigonometric ratios will be negative. Now coming to 180 plus theta or 270 minus theta, the angles will lie in the third quadrant, and in third quadrant only two of them will be positive and other will be negative. And let's see which of them are positive and which of them are negative. Sine 180 plus theta is minus sine theta, cos of 180 plus theta is minus cos theta, tan of 180 plus theta is plus tan theta, cosecant of 180 plus theta is minus cosecant theta, secant of 180 plus theta is minus secant theta, cot of 180 plus theta is plus cot theta. Means tan and cot are positive. The tan and cot are positive and the remaining are all negative. Means in third quadrant tan and cot are positive. The other four trigonometric ratios will be negative. Similarly, sin of 270 minus theta is minus cos theta, cos of 270 minus theta is minus sin theta, tan of 270 minus theta is cot theta, cosecant of 270 minus theta is minus secant theta, secant of 270 minus theta is minus cosecant theta, cot of 270 minus theta is plus tan theta. So in this third quadrant, only tan and cot are positive. Coming to the 270 plus theta as well as 360 minus theta, means it the angles lies in the fourth quadrant, and which of them are positive and which of them are negative we'll see. Sin of 270 plus theta is minus cos theta, cos of 270 plus theta is sin theta, tan of 270 plus theta is minus cot theta, cosecant of 270 plus theta is minus secant theta, secant of 270 plus theta is cosecant theta, cot of 270 plus theta is minus tan theta. And sin of 360 minus theta is minus sin theta, cos of 360 minus theta is cos theta, tan of 360 minus theta is minus tan theta, cosecant of 360 minus theta is minus cosecant theta, secant of 360 minus theta is plus secant theta, cot of 360 minus theta is minus cot theta. So in fourth quadrant, only cos and secant will be positive, and other four trigonometric ratios will be negative. And if you observe, for some angles, sine is getting changed to cos, cos to sine. For tan to cot, cosecant to secant, secant to cosecant, cot to tan. For some angles like 180 minus theta, sine goes to sine only, cos changes to cos, tan to tan, cosecant to cosecant, secant to secant, cot to cot. When this trigonometric ratio is getting changed or when it will be same. Now we will see, if you observe the angles. If you observe this 90 minus theta, 90 plus theta, 180. If you observe 90, if it is a odd multiple of 90, if it is a odd multiple of 90, trigonometric ratio is getting changed. That is from sine to cos, cos to sine, tan to cot, cot to tan, secant to cosecant, and cot to tan. If it is a even multiple of 90, like 180, 2 times of 90. If it is a even multiple of 90, then the trigonometric ratio doesn't change. Sine becomes sine, cos becomes cos, tan will be tan only, cot will be cot, secant will be secant, cosecant will be cosecant. But plus or minus are there. So plus or minus will be decided in which the angle lies. That may be in first quadrant or second quadrant or third quadrant or fourth quadrant. We will see in brief now. Now we will see when the trigonometric ratio will be changes or when it will be same. So if you remember this, all these formulas, like if with respect to the first quadrant, we will see when it will be trigonometric ratio will be same, when it will be changes. Suppose if theta, with respect to theta, if lies between 0 to pi by 2, means from 0 to 90, which is in first quadrant. So with respect to the first quadrant, we will see all the angles will bring into the given angle in terms of the first angle, first quadrant. That is sine of n times of pi by 2 plus or minus theta will be plus or minus sin theta if n is even, and if n is odd, then it is plus or minus cos theta. What is n means? It is an integer. Even multiple of 90 degrees, pi by 2 means 90 degrees. N is even means like even integers. If n is odd, then it will be odd multiple of 90 degrees. If even multiple of 90, the trigonometric ratio doesn't change. If it is odd multiple of 90, the trigonometric ratio will be changes to cos. Similarly, for cos of n times of pi by 2 plus or minus theta will be plus or minus cos theta if n is even, and plus or minus sin theta if n is odd. So if n is even, trigonometric ratio does not change. If n is odd, then trigonometric ratio cos will changes to sine. But when it will be plus, when it will be minus means it depends upon in which quadrant it lies. If the angle in which quadrant it lies. It may be first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, in fourth quadrant. Next, third one. Tan of n times of pi by 2 plus or minus theta will be plus or minus tan theta if n is even, and plus or minus cot theta if n is odd. Cosecant of n times of pi by 2 plus or minus theta, that is plus or minus theta will be cosecant theta if n is even. But what is theta? Theta is an angle which lies between 0 to 90 degrees. Secant of n pi by 2 plus or minus theta will be plus or minus secant theta if n is even, and plus or minus cosecant theta if n is odd. Next, cot of n times of pi by 2 plus or minus theta, it will be plus or minus cot theta if n is even, plus or minus tan theta if n is odd. So if you remember this table, then it will be very easy for solving the problems. Next, we'll see some examples based on this table. So let's see some problems. Let example, sine 5 times of pi by 3. So pi by 3 means it is nearly 60 degrees. 60 into 5, 300 degrees. So what is the trigonometric ratio of sine pi by 3, or what is the value of sine 5 pi by 3? So sine 5 pi by 3 can be written as 2 pi minus pi by 3. 2 pi minus pi by 3. So 2 pi means, is it even multiple of 90 degrees or odd multiple of 90? Means we can have sine of 4 times of pi by 2 minus pi by 3. So it is a even multiple of pi by 2. Means if we come into this part, sine of n into pi by 2 plus or minus theta, it will be, as n is even, then it will be plus or minus sine theta. Means trigonometric ratio does not change, so it will be sine pi by 3. But here it is plus or minus sine theta. If n is even, it will be plus or minus sine theta. But when it will be plus and when it will be minus, it depends upon the quadrant, in which quadrant it lies. Now 4 times of pi by 2 minus pi by 3 means it is, if you observe, minus sin theta, it will be plus theta plus sin theta, minus, so it will be minus, or 2 pi means it is a angle which lies on the x-axis. Means if you consider this is our 360, minus pi by 3 means it is an angle, it is 360 degrees, minus pi by 3 means it is an angle which is 300 degrees. So it lies in the fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, trigonometric ratio of sine, the sine will be negative. If you observe in the first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. In second quadrant, all trigonometric ratios, some of them are negative, some of them will be positive. But in second quadrant, sine and cosecant will be positive. In third quadrant, only tan and cot will be positive. In fourth, cos and secant will be positive, the other will be negative. But here sine is there, so it will have a negative sign. So minus sine pi by 3. So if pi by 3 is an angle which lies in the first quadrant, that is 60 degrees. So what is the value of sine 60 degrees? Minus root 3 by 2. So sine pi by 3 will be minus root 3 by 2. Next we'll go for one more example. We'll see cot of 21 times of pi by 2 minus theta. Cot of 21 times of pi by 2 minus theta. Now we have to check two things. One is is it a odd multiple of 90 or even multiple of 90? If it is even, trigonometric ratio does not change. If it is odd, trigonometric ratios will be changes. Sine to cos, cos to sine, tan to cot, cot to tan. secant to cosecant, cosecant to secant. And one more thing is to identify is in which quadrant this 21 times of pi by 2 minus theta lies. So based on the two things, we have to find out what is the value. Now 21 times of pi by 2 is a 21, means it is an odd multiple of pi by 2. That is the first thing. So if it is odd, then trigonometric ratio changes. That will be tan theta. But whether it is plus tan theta or minus tan theta is decided in which quadrant this 21 times of pi by 2 minus theta lies. So if you observe the in the xy plane, so if it is 0 degrees, pi by 2, and this becomes pi, and this will be 3 pi by 2. 3 pi by 2 means it is 270 degrees. Next, coming to this, it will be 2 pi. Means 2 pi means 360 degrees. That is for one rotation. So the angle will not end. It will be going on rotating. So here is 2 pi, and this will be 2 pi, and this will be 5 pi by 2. Again, when it goes for the second round, it will be 5 pi by 2, and this will be 3 pi, and this will be 7 pi by 2, and this will be 4 pi. Again, for the next round, it will be 9 pi by 2. So like this, it will be rotating on. So when it will be rotating the angle for continuously, 21 pi by 2 lies on the positive y-axis. So 5 pi by 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21. Means 21 pi by 2 is the angle which is above the x-axis, that is will be on the positive y-axis. Minus theta means the angle 21 times of pi by 2 minus theta lies in the first quadrant. In first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. So it will have positive. So plus tan theta. Now, if I change the question to what will be cot of 21 times of pi by 2 plus theta. So again, 21 is a odd multiple of 90 degrees. So trigonometric ratio changes. That will be tan theta. As 21 times of pi by 2 plus theta means in which quadrant it lies. Just now we have seen there is 21 pi by 2, 21 times of pi by 2 which lies on the positive y-axis, plus theta means it falls, the angle 21 times of pi by 2 plus theta falls in the second quadrant. In second quadrant, only sine and cosecant are positive. The other four trigonometric ratios, tan, cot, cos and secant will be negative. So as it is cot, then the trigonometric ratio will have a negative sign. So cot of 21 times of pi by 2 plus theta will be minus tan theta. Next problem. Next, secant of 4 pi minus theta. So 4 pi means it is a even multiple of 90 or odd multiple of 90. We will check. That is secant of this 4 pi means it can be as 8 into pi by 2 minus theta. Means 8 means it is an integer, even integer. So it is an even multiple of 90. So if it is even, then trigonometric ratio does not change. So it gives to secant theta. But what type of sign it is? Is it plus or minus? That we have to decide by in which quadrant the angle lies. So if you observe in the coordinate system, as it is 0 degrees, this will be 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees. Means these are in degrees. If we convert into radians, it is 0 radians, pi by 2, pi, and this will 3 pi by 2. Again it will be 2 pi. Means it completes one revolution. Next, 5 pi by 2, 3 pi again, 5 pi by 2 and 4 pi. So 4 pi is an angle which lies on the positive x-axis. And positive x-axis minus theta. Minus theta means 4 pi. Minus theta means it is an angle which lies in the fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cos and secant will be positive. But here what is the trigonometric ratio? Secant. So secant means it will have a positive sign. So secant theta is the answer. Secant of 4 pi minus theta will be equal to secant theta. Next, if I change the question, what will be secant of 4 pi plus theta? So again, secant of 4 means 8 times of pi by 2 plus theta. As 8 is a even number, so trigonometric ratio does not change. So it will be plus or minus secant theta. But when it will be plus and when it will be negative. So 8 times of pi by 2 plus theta means 4 pi plus theta. Plus means we are adding some angle theta to 4 pi. So it lies in the first quadrant. In first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. So for secant also it will be positive. So secant of 4 pi plus theta will be secant theta. Next problem. Now we'll see the question. If tan 20 degrees is equal to P, if tan 20 degrees value is P, then prove that tan 610 degrees plus tan 700 degrees minus by tan 560 minus tan 470 is equal to 1 minus P square by 1 plus P square. Means whatever the angle is given, we have to convert that angle in terms of tan 20. If we know the tan 20, we can substitute P value. So let us try to convert the different angles in terms of 20 degrees. As tan 610 degrees is there. So tan of 610 means it is 7 times of 90 minus 20. 7 times of 90 means 630. 630 minus 20. And we'll see what will be the trigonometric ratio. Similarly, tan 700. 700 means 720 minus 20. 8 into 90 minus 20 degrees. 8 into 90 means 720. 720 minus 20 is 700. Similarly, 560. 540 minus 20. 6 into 90 plus 20. 560. 470. 5 into 90 plus 20 degrees. Now we will see whether in which quadrant it lies in. So if we go for the angle in the xy plane, 7 times of 90 means it is a even multiple or odd multiple. Yes, 7 is a odd multiple, odd number. So trigonometric ratio changes. Tan goes to what? Cot. So it will be plus or minus cot theta. Plus or minus cot theta. But what type of sign it will be? Either plus or minus. Now we will decide. So it is a odd multiple of 90. So 0 degrees, 90, 180 degrees. 270 means 3 times of 90, 3 into 90. And here it will be 360 degrees. Coming to this part, it will be again 450. 450 means 5 times of 90. So odd multiples of 90 will lie on the y-axis and even multiple of 90 degrees will lie on the x-axis. Remember this, odd multiples of 90, odd 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 will lie on the positive y-axis, on the y-axis. Either it may be positive y-axis or negative y-axis. And all even multiples of 90 will lie on the x-axis. That is, either it may be a positive x-axis or a negative x-axis. Now, as 7 into 90 means, so 5, so 7 into 90. 7 into 90 is a negative y-axis. minus 20. Minus 20 means it lies in the third quadrant. In third quadrant, tan should have positive or negative? It should have positive sign. So this tan of 610 degrees will be plus cot theta. Plus cot, not theta, it will be 20 degrees. And cot 20 in terms of tan 20 means it is a reciprocal 1 by tan 20, and this will be 1 by p value, as tan 20 is p value. So tan 610 degrees is 1 by p value. Next, coming to the tan 700 degrees. Tan of 8 into 90 minus 20 degrees. Now, so as tan 8 into 90 means it is 8 is an even number, so trigonometric ratio does not change. So it will give to tan 20 only. But what type of tan 20? Is it plus tan 20 or minus tan 20? That we have to decide by this entire angle 8 into 90 minus 20 in which quadrant it lies. Now, if you go by the observation, as I said, it is a even multiple of 90 lies on the x-axis. Some of them will lie on the positive x-axis and some of them will lie on the negative x-axis. So 0 degrees, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi. So 8 into 90 means it can be written as 4 into 180 means it is 4 pi. So 4 pi will lie on the positive x-axis, minus 20 is there. Minus 20 means it comes down. So 4 pi minus 20 lies in the fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, tan will have negative sign. So it will be minus. So it will be minus p, as tan 20 is given as p value. Next, tan 560 degrees. So tan of 6 into 90 plus 20, 540 plus 20 gives to 560. So as it is a 6 times of 90 means it is a even multiple. So trigonometric ratio does not change. So it will be plus or minus theta, plus or minus theta, tan theta. But here theta means it is 20 degrees. But what sign we should consider is very, very important. So is it plus tan 20 or minus tan 20? That is decided by in which quadrant 6 times of 90 plus 20 lies. So 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, 5 pi by 2, 3 pi by 3 pi. 3 pi means this can be written as 6 into pi by 2. 6 times of pi by 2 means 6 pi by 2 is same as 3 pi. 3 pi plus 20 means it is rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. So 3 pi plus 20 lies in the third quadrant. In third quadrant, tan will have positive sign. So it will be plus tan 20, that gives to plus p. Similarly, tan 470, that means tan of 5 times of 90 plus 20. 450 plus 20, that gives to 470 degrees. Now, what will be the sign of this one and what is the trigonometric ratio? As 5 is a odd multiple of 90, so trigonometric ratio will be changes to tan to cot. So it will be plus or minus cot theta. But when it is positive, when it is negative, we have to decide in which 5 into 90 plus 20 lies. So 5 into 90 means it is on the positive y-axis, and we are adding 20 means it lies in the second quadrant. In second quadrant, tan will have negative. So this will give to minus cot theta means 20 degrees, and this will be, it is a reciprocal, 1 minus 1 by p. So the values of tan 610 is 1 by p, tan 700 degrees is minus p, tan 560 is equal to p, tan 470 is equal to minus 1 by p. Now we will substitute all these trigonometric values in this LHS. That is, tan 610 degrees will be equal to 1 by p, tan 700 plus is that plus, tan 700 will be minus p, so it will be minus p, by tan 560 will be p minus of tan 470 is minus 1 by p. So if you take the LCM, it will be 1 by p minus p by p plus 1 by p, and p is the LCM. After taking the LCM, this will be 1 minus p square by 1 plus p square. So that is the result of when tan 20 is p. We'll go for the next problem. Now we'll see one more problem. Show that sin 780 into sin 480 plus cos 240 degrees into cos 300 degrees is equal to 1 by 2. So we have to simplify all these values, and we have to we should know the values, and if we add, we should get 1 by 2. Now we will see one by one. First we will simplify all the trigonometric ratios. Sine of 780 degrees means sine of 780 means 7, not 8. 8 into 90 means it is 720 degrees plus 60 degrees. 8 times of 90 means it is a even multiple of 90, so trigonometric ratio does not change. So it will be plus or minus sine 60. But when it is when it either it will be positive or a negative, we have to decide. Means in the xy plane 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, 5 pi by 2 means for the second round 3 pi, 5 pi by 2, so 4 pi means 0, 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, 8 pi will lies on the positive x-axis, pi, 3 pi, 3 pi, 5 pi, 7 pi will lie on the negative x-axis. And if you observe pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 9 pi by 2 will lie on the positive y-axis, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2, 9 pi by 2 will lies on the negative y-axis. It is 7 pi by 2, 3, 7, 11 pi by 2 will lie on the negative y-axis. But where is 8 into 90? 8 into 90 means it can be written as 4, 6 into pi by 2. So 8 into 90 means 90 means pi by 2. Pi by 2 means 8 into 90 will be same as 4 pi. So 4 pi means it is on the positive x-axis, plus 60. Plus 60 means it lies in the first quadrant. So it will have sine 60. It will have sine 60. And what is the value of sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Next, coming to sine of 480 degrees. That will be sine of 5 into 90 plus 30 degrees. As 5 times of 90 means it is a odd multiple or even multiple. It is a odd multiple. So if it is odd, trigonometric ratio changes. So that will be sine changes to cos 30. But is it plus cos 30 or minus sine 30? It depends upon the angle in which quadrant it lies. Next, 5 times of 90 means 5 pi by 2. It lies on the positive axis plus 30 means it is in second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine will have positive sign. So it will be plus. So it cos 30 will be root 3 by 2. Next, cos 240 degrees. That is cos of, that means 270 minus 30 degrees. 270 minus theta. 270 means it lies on the negative axis 3 pi by 2 minus 30 degrees means it lies in the third quadrant. As 270 means cos of, that means 3 into 90 degrees minus 30 degrees. But 3 times of 90 means it is a odd multiple, or for odd trigonometric ratio will be changes. That is sine 30 degrees. But what type of sine? It will be negative sine. Why? Because 270 minus theta is an angle lies in third quadrant. In third quadrant, cos should have negative sign. So it will be minus. So it will be minus sine 30 minus 1 by 2. Next, cos 300. That is cos of 4 into 90 degrees minus 60 degrees. 4 into 90, that is 360 degrees. 360 minus 60 gives to 300. As 4 times of 90 means it is a even multiple. For even, trigonometric ratio does not change. So it will be cos 60. But what type of sine? So 4 into 90. 4 into 90 means it is 2 pi. 360 means 2 pi. 2 pi lies on the positive x-axis and we are adding on removing minus 60 degrees means it is an angle lies in the fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cos will have positive sign. So it will be positive. So cos 60 will be 1 by 2. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. Now substitute all the values. So what we get? Therefore, sin 720, 780 root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2 plus is that plus, but cos 240 will be minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. That gives to what? Root 3 by 2 into root 3 by 2. That gives to 3 by 4 plus and minus 1 by 2 into minus 1 by 2, that gives to minus 1 by 4. So that will be 2 by 4 and that will be 1 by 2. So that is the LHS. So sin 780 into sin 480 plus cos 240 into cos 300 will be 1 by 2. So the problem is, if sin theta is 4 by 5 and theta is not in first quadrant, then you have find the other trigonometric ratios. So what is given? Sin theta is 4 by 5 means what is the sign here? It is plus or minus? It is plus. So sin theta, where in which quadrant sin theta is positive means either if it is in first quadrant sin theta will be positive, or in second quadrant sin theta is positive. But he has mentioned that theta is not in the first quadrant means where it should lie? It should lie in the second quadrant. Means if you take in the xy plane, the angle is in second quadrant. So if this is the initial ray, if this is the initial ray and this is our terminal ray. Next, so if you draw a perpendicular line, then this will be theta. So sin theta is 4 by 5. If this is theta, 4 opposite side means how we have to find out is, if it is a right angle triangle, opposite sin theta is given as 4 by 5 means sin theta, as per the definition, opposite side of theta will be 4 and hypotenuse will be 5. So this will be 4 and this will be 5. So opposite side of theta is 4 and hypotenuse is 5. As it is a right angle triangle, it should be, from the Pythagoras theorem we can have 3. If you mention it is O, A, B. But as it is in the negative x-axis, then the value will be minus 3. So sin theta will be 4 by 5 as it is given. Now from this figure we have to find out the other trigonometric ratios. So cos theta, what is cos theta? Adjacent side of cos theta by hypotenuse. So that will be minus 3 by 5. Next, tan theta, opposite side by adjacent side, 4 by minus 3. So that will be 4 by minus 3. Next, cosecant theta, hypotenuse by opposite side, 5 by 4. Next, secant theta, hypotenuse by adjacent side, 5 by minus 3, means that will be minus 5 by 3. Cot theta, adjacent side by opposite side, that will be minus 3 by 4. Means as what is the given? Since theta lies in second quadrant, then the trigonometric ratios in second quadrant are only sine should be positive and cosecant will be positive. The other 4 trigonometric ratios are negative. Then the trigonometric ratios are cos theta is negative because theta lies in the second quadrant. Then cos theta will be minus 3 by 5, tan theta is minus 4 by 3, cosecant theta is 5 by 4, secant theta is minus 5 by 3, and cot theta is minus 3 by 4. So these are the problems related to the conversions of the trigonometric angles.